Hey, good morning. We got a great question this morning about providing people with feedback. And it's something Karen and I have been talking about for a while, and we thought we would do a little training so that you have all the things that you need. We're gonna take triple scoop feedback to the next level and talk a little bit about how to make sure that you're in the very best place to offer the kind of feedback that you want.
Hey, we're so glad you asked. This is an amazing community where we're working together, and we're often, if you're giving a piece of cake to someone and you're receiving, and there's all these cool little power dynamics as we go back and forth. And often when we're on the receiving end, we do want to make sure that we're in a situation to give feedback. And the first bit of advice I'm going to give is ask for feedback before you get started on something so the person knows you got permission. This is just something to mention. So what we want to do is take this to the next level, as Casey said. So the first thing around getting ready to deliver triple scoop feedback for someone is your own personal prep. So I know from personal experience, I know this never happened to you, but sometimes I get annoyed and then I want to give feedback. And so it's my job to make sure that I'm prepped, that I have sorted all my own stuff first beforehand. And so sometimes that means getting perceptions projection from someone, just to make sure that whatever it is that I needed out of the situation, I've gotten out of it. So I'm clean, clear, and neutral before I put the feedback together. When I go to deliver the feedback, make sure that you actually get permission. Do I have permission to give you feedback? The person, you need to be in rapport and have that permission, just like anything else. So the person is open to hearing it. And then you're going to deliver it in an entirely positive fashion. So remember, step number one is the things you liked. And the things you liked had better be a longer list than the things you want to see more of. And even if you at very first, out of annoyance, wrote a list of don't do that, you shouldn't do that, blah, 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 because you're human and that happens, make sure you've taken the time to find the relevant things, the most important things, and turn it into what you'd like to see more of so that they can actually hear you and use the information. And then finally, wrap it up with the thing you loved most. One thing at the end to leave it on a really beautiful, positive note. This feedback will always work inside this community as long as you've prepped yourself, the person has permission, has given you permission to deliver it, and you're speaking from the heart. And I know you can do all of those things.
Karen and I both really love feedback. We love receiving it, and we really love giving it. One of the things that we have chosen to do, and Karen mentioned this, is if we're feeling not as neutral as we'd like to be about the person that we're offering feedback to or the situation, is we'll do a perception as projection. Remember, you can find that material in your membership. You can remind yourself how to do it, work with somebody, and take the time to actually make sure that you're as neutral as you can be so the feedback that you're offering is so clear for that person. Have fun, offer feedback, have an awesome day. Mwah!